Hi everyone, this is Nico from the Weights and Biases Core Weave team, and I'm happy to show you today our new update on the MCP, the Weights and Biases MCP. So this existed as a public repo for the last couple of months, and over the last couple of months, we have been iterating with a couple of early partners and a lot of users about different challenges, and happy to announce that today we have a completely hosted MCP for all deployment types of weights and biases, and a couple of new tools that I'm going to show you today. So diving into it, we have this new docs page. It kind of summarizes everything around the MCP. So to start off with, MCP stands for Model Context Protocol and is a standardized format of how agents can interact with tools. And specifically, that means a set of tools in this case that allow agents to talk to weights and biases, data and experiments and traces. So whatever application implements an MCP client, in this case, for example, IDEs like Cursor and VS Code, or agents, coding agents like Cloud Code, Codex, Gemini CLI, or chat agents like Blusha or Cloud Desktop, can directly access data on weights and biases. And on this page, you can see that we have two different ways of using that. On the one hand, we have a hosted version. That means that with your deployment, whether it's in SaaS, dedicated, or on-prem, automatically you get an MCP server with it. You don't have to do anything. Or if you want to, you can still install locally based on the repo I just showed you, the MCP, and just use it locally. So how do you install it? That's quite easy to do. You first select the kind of URL that you're working with. In the hosted setting, these are the different ones here that you're working with. And then you can start off by just a single line of code. In this case, you put this in the terminal with your API key in here, replaced here, and then you just add it in. Same thing pretty much for all of the different other applications here. And then if you want to do it in Cursor, for example, we have this convenient button here that can just install weights and biases in Cursor. You click on it, it opens up Cursor here. And then here you see it pre-installed, put in the URL already. What you need to do is put in your API key in here, install it, and you're ready to go. Cool. So what can you actually do with the MCP server? So in here, we have an overview of the different tools. And generally speaking, there are a couple of different groups of tools that we currently offer. The first one is discovery. And this is important, especially because it allows the agents to do smarter queries. So it just allows them to discover on their own, what teams you've been working with, what projects are in a team, what data is inside of a project, and what kind of schema a certain experiment might contain. And this is very important for context management and for agents to do these smart queries. Other than that, you can work with weights and biases models. So if you use any kind of training, data versioning, or something on weights and biases models, you can use a querying tool to get any run information you want to. You can compare runs, you can diagnose runs with your training agents or creating agents harnesses. You can query any traces you want to. You can count traces and dig deeper and summarize different evaluations if you want to. You can also create reports. And then we have a smart tool that allows also reports analysis for reports to be created before actually creating a report. And then finally, we have tools that allow agents to version, list any objects that you might be using, and also call our docs. So in case there's any question, it goes into docs. Cool. So that's just the general overview. Let me actually now show you how it looks like from a demo perspective. So in here, I have two projects, a hiring agent demo here and a email agent online RL case. And we don't have a lot of time, so we'll just jump into some key questions that we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks. The first one here is, I'm inside of this project here, and basically what happens here, it's a hiring agent takes in a PDF of an application and a PDF of a job position in a specific version of the agent, and then basically outputs whether to invite the person to the interview or not, and the specific reason for it, and whether it has hallucinations or not. And now part of this is a fine-tuned model that encodes how we make hiring decisions. So this is not in production. This is just an example. But just to showcase you this example here, and as part of this, a typical thing is you might have a lot of data sets to make sure this is actually a good decision, it's rightly weighted, and so on. So in here, where weight some biases models, I have a certain quality score here that I'm looking into for my data set. And I'm also trying to understand age versus experience. How many of older or younger people I have in my data set are more or less experienced. So a typical question could be something like, okay, for this project, and let's take this just to make it easier, the team, the project name, go into Claude Code here. I just, this is normal Claude Code. As part of this, I added in the MCP. You can see the weights and biases one here with all the different tools, all pre-configured. And now I can go ahead and ask a question. So in my project, weights and biases is we hiring agent demo. Can you please, how is the quality score correlated to the age versus experience of candidates? Okay, let's give this a try. Now this is going off and trying to ask for the MCP. So let's have a look at this. Cool. So we're back, and it actually did a lot of stuff here. So first, let's try to use our skill. Actually, we also have skills that we also share in a different project here. But then it tried to use the MCP next, and it looked at different tools here. First, it listed a directory, right? Try to inspect projects to actually check. And you have to understand that if you ask this question, of course, it's very underspecified, right? Quality score correlated to the age versus experience. A look at this page is kind of obvious, but it could be traces, runs, artifacts. And so we build in these discovery tools that make sure it can self-heal in a way and like discover things on its own. So it listed, first of all, the project structure to understand where different things live. Next thing it did, it looked at the schema of different agent eval projects. So it first tried to actually look at a trace to see if that's what I was meaning. Looked at different kind of traces in this case, found out, okay, this is not where I'm looking at, specifically this completions call here, the actual hiring decision, which is not where I actually stored the data set for the fine-tuning though. And then eventually it found it in the run summary tables here. So it found exactly these two tables here that I was referring to. And then it kind of looked for an experiment that actually logged these. So we did have a couple of fine-tuning jobs here, but only a couple of ones that actually logged a data set. And so eventually we can see, okay, it found the most important one here, visionary win 10, which is exactly here, visionary win 10. And it kind of got here that this is the one where we actually have a big population size, so it makes more sense to do a correlation analysis here. So it wrote up a little script here for itself, did a couple of analysis tasks here, some Claude code magic here, and it came up with okay, some specific correlation metrics here. And it really found out that this specific run here is also the most important one because the other ones here are actually not so significant in terms of population size. So that's a pretty complicated task. It was able to self-discover and do some different analysis on that. That's pretty cool. So let's have a look at a different project. So let's jump back into here, and I'm just going to start this over. So in this project here, we use our weights and biases training endpoint, which is actually serverless GRPO endpoint that you can just give some rewards to, and then you can optimize. So in this case, we have an email agent. So basically, this is basically like in this case an agent that can search the inbox here and then read emails and return a final answer. And what we do here is we try to optimize this for a number of different rewards. And also, a typical question would be, we're trying different ablations here, like super fast fine-tuning, warm-up, then GRPO, different kind of reward settings and so on. And so for the last two runs here, we could be asking, for example, in my other project, do the same thing again. Let's take the team name and the project name, compare my last two training runs, and see what reward buckets have regressed. All right, let's give this a go. Wait until it's back. Okay, so it went along a bit here, called a couple of times, tried to self-discover again. What are the training runs I'm actually referring to, and what kind of rewards am I talking about? So it probed the project a couple of times, looked at found first some dataset runs, then tried to search for other training related runs, looked at the history of what was actually saved, and then now it actually prompts me, what kind of runs am I actually talking about? So in this case, these are the ideas that I could actually go into my run here and actually check out the ID of the run. Or otherwise I can see the date here. And in this case, I just want to look at the last two URL runs. So let's go for this for now. All right, so we're back, and it basically started using the comparison tool that we have to compare these two URL runs, and came back with an overview of the different awards and how the older and newer compare and whether it's a regression or not. So the ruler score in this case here, we can see that from the older one, which is this AAA compared to the FC5, it kind of regressed a bit. So we go to our ruler metric here, look at this, we can actually see, in blue, there's the AAA 0.32, and then in orange, there's FC, which is 0.31. So that's correct. So cool, kind of another typical example of I ran a bunch of maybe a lot of different rewards, a lot of different training runs, and I just want to have an understanding of an overview of how the rewards actually developed over my different experiments. And I'll just ask a question, and it automatically gives me the answer here. So really, really cool. Now, finally, let's actually have a look at a chat agent. And so currently, as we're API key based authenticated, we have an integration with Mistral. And so if you go into Mistral chat, you can go into connectors here, add a connector, and then you can search for weights and biases. Here we are. You can add us, and then super easily you just add in your API key in here, and then you see all of your different tools as mentioned before. So from here, whether it's in the browser or it's actually inside of from your mobile phone, a typical question would be something like, okay, I'm on my way, I have the chat app on my phone, and I want to know, maybe going back to the hiring agent project here, I kicked off a couple of runs before going home. Uh, can you look at my project and give me a status update? Anything off with my last runs? Let's get this a try. This is enabled in here under connectors, and then we can just kick it off. All right, so we're back. I just had to specify real quick that it should actually use the weights and biases MCP. So invocation sometimes needs to be forced a bit. But in this case, it called it twice here successfully, and then got us a quick overview here, and then told us the latest successful run that went through has eval accuracy of 0%. So that's called skilled silence. If we go to skilled silence here, we can inspect this and see that uh, there's not really any kind of training process going here. It's still only 1 point, so it was probably just crashed. So that was a finished run that was like not successful. So that kind of successfully just surfaced that to us. So typical last thing that probably we see a lot of people do is something like, okay, great. Can you please summarize the key performance metrics for my manager in a weights and biases report? And go. All right, so this is the final report that was generated. So we can see the title here. It's inside the reports of my project here. Gives it a little bit of an overview here that was automatically generated. Quick index here, quick summary of the different runs we've seen, and some different analyses here, and then what a manager might need to want to review in this case here. And this, of course, depends a lot on what kind of report you want to do. This is especially good with any kind of skills on top of this, depending on what kind of workflows you're trying to achieve. But the cool thing is, I can run this from any kind of MCP client, including chat clients like we've just seen. Cool. So with that, I would say feel free to look at our docs in this case, Install with a single click. You have 20 tools. It's all hosted. It's across a variety of different clients. It's super easy to use and definitely the way to go for any kind of model training or agent development. With that, shoot me any messages if you have questions, and otherwise, have a good day.